Hey guys, today is another Shield tablet stylus review. Today I'm going to focus on notes because a lot of people are asking, how is the Shield tablet at taking notes? And I'm going to tell you right up front that personally, if I'm taking notes on any device, I'm going to be using a keyboard. The Shield tablet does support Bluetooth keyboards, and for me, it would be perfect for notes because I would have a Bluetooth keyboard plugged in. But if you want to write here, use your stylus, that's no problem too. You can, oops, oh, that's right, I just enabled a different setting, but notes are pretty easy, I guess, if you are used to handwritten notes. So personally, I almost never take notes on paper or writing because I have really bad handwriting. I've always just typed my notes, and as you can see, I have kind of big handwriting, so it's hard for me to show how small you can make your letters. I'm going to try writing small for you guys though. Yes, there. Okay, so yeah, I guess you can write small, but I don't know if it's just because I suck at writing tiny. I've always had big handwriting, so it was really hard for me to write really small, but it also kind of felt uncomfortable to write small. Now that could change if you're accustomed to writing small. Maybe it's really easy. As someone who normally, like, that's how big my handwriting normally is on pieces of paper. Like, I just scribbled notes just to kind of give an idea of, like, comparison of what my handwritten word notes looks like versus that. And I don't know if you can see that well, but it's pretty much pretty similar. Same size. Yeah. So in that sense, for me, I'm not noticing much difference than me writing on paper. Now, paper does have a little bit of a different feel, obviously, because graphite kind of rubs off and you have that little scratchy feel, and on a Shield tablet here, it's much smoother. I don't think any tablet's ever going to be able to, with maintaining a nice clean display, you're not going to get that kind of scratchy pencil on paper feel. I don't think I'd really want that on a tablet, because if I'm scratching across my tablet, obviously there's going to have to be some foggy glaziness going on or something. But one really big thing that, for note-taking at least, could bother people. No, I'm going to scratch that, what I just said, will bother people, is that this tip, obviously, is not a single point. And at first, this wasn't an issue because it was really firm, but from my experimenting with the stylus, when I first got it, I kind of was pushing hard on it. I wasn't accustomed to using it. I have learned since that you don't need to push hard to get that pressure sensitivity. Yeah. When I first got it, I didn't know that, so I was pushing hard on this, and now, as a result, it is a little bit flimsy. And trying to write with the tip of it, I can feel that flimsiness. It kind of wants to lean to the sides versus staying firm and straight like it used to. Now, it's not a huge issue because, I mean, you can pick up a pencil and you can write with... this might be easier if I make it easier to see. And even with a pencil, it's not ideal because you can't use you can't use a sharpened pencil. It just won't work. You have to use a pencil that's a little bit more dull. I didn't have any dull pencils around, so I kind of tried to break the tip of it, and so this is a less than ideal tip. I'm sure if I try and round it out a little bit on my paper here, so I have more of a dull, even pencil tip, things will work a lot easier. Or not at all. So obviously, pencil isn't perfect, but if you get they do make bolder pencils than these number 2 pencils, I believe, and then I think it would work really well. You can also, this is the Buddy Stylus, and it's great because obviously I have my eraser and then pencil. Well, I have a timer set, but an eraser, and that's kind of cool. But you have to get the tip of the pencil just right, and so that can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. And these type of bamboo active stylus tips sadly are not capacitive in any way, shape, or form and won't work. Otherwise, that would have been really cool if you can use just like those type of styluses with a fine tip like that and be able to write. If someone made just a capacitive tip like this, it would work perfect on the Shield tablet, and it'd be the best note-taking stylus. Well, maybe not the best, but it'd be really good at note-taking. You would, sadly, you would lose the pressure sensitivity at that point because that tip doesn't have any variance in size, but it would be really good just for having uniform letters and note-taking, I guess, but not so much for, like, I don't know, cases where you need that stroke variance. So notes, I guess they work. They're not perfect. For me, they are good enough because, like I said, my handwriting is bad to begin with, and I don't notice any difference in my handwriting from paper to on the Shield. Papyrus does allow an infinite canvas. It's not too hard to scroll your screen over when you need more room. But ultimately, get a Bluetooth keyboard. Typing is so much quicker, even for people that write with their hands all the time. Typists just are more efficient. It's the best way to take notes, in my opinion. And Bluetooth keyboard paired with your Shield tablet's really useful because then you'll have a keyboard, you'll be able to type things, and then you'll be able to pick right up and be able to doodle whatever it is you need to go with whatever you're typing. Yes, that's a car. Yeah. But that's my opinion on notes. It works. Works pretty good. It's not perfect. You do get the occasional, like, palm issues and stuff. If you really, but set those timers and things work out pretty nicely. Please leave your questions, comments, or if you want to see a different tutorial, or not really tutorial, but review or video, feel free to ask. I'm pretty open to trying to get these out for you guys. Thanks. Bye.